So today in my reading, as well as in Oswald Chambers, I was reading about how Jesus says that we're not to fear. In Matthew 6, he says over and over a command that we're not to fear. Do not worry, do not fear about our lives. The way he talks about it's in a command form sentence, so it's the same kind of command as the 10 Commandments. God is saying here that we are not to worry, that it's something we're to put away from us. It's almost a bad rule break to worry. We're supposed to trust in him with all our hearts and not lean on our own understanding, that he is going to clothe us like the grass in the field and take care of us like the birds of the air that he cares about. That he knows the hairs on our head, that he's got it all planned out. And all we have to do is give it back to him when the worries come. Say, hey, I'm not going to worry about this, God. It's yours. I give it to you. And literally have a conversation where we give it back to him over and over. And so today, don't worry. I mean, when God talks about, when Jesus talks about the sower and the seeds springing up and growing plants, he talks about something that chokes that seed out and kills it. He says the vines grow up, they choke the seed out and kill it. The vines or the weeds are the worries and the cares of this world. The one thing that'll choke your faith in life, it's the worries and the cares of this world. If you find yourself worried and full of care for things of this world today, and you're hard pressed or you're overburdened, know that your Father has it, that he's bigger than this, that Jesus has given us access to the throne of grace, and all we have to do is say, Father, it's yours. Jesus, you intercede for me. He wants to take those worries from you. He wants to replace the worry with joy. He wants to replace the fear with hope and faith. Fear is faith in the opposite direction. Don't put your faith in fear. When you focus on the fear, you're putting faith in the enemy's activity. Take that same energy, put that faith in the right direction, get your hope up, and trust in your God. Then have a conversation. Because honestly, everything on this planet really comes down to one thing when it comes to God, and that is he wants to have a conversation with us. All he wants to do is hold our hand and talk to us like he held the hand of Adam in the garden. And he wants that relationship of conversation, that relationship where there's nothing hidden from him. And so everything in this world is leading us that way as believers. We need to know that even the very most evil things in the world, that God has allowed them for our good. He will turn them to our good, just like it says about Joseph. So don't worry. He's got you. Tell him right now, God, I'm not going to worry about this. Fill in the blank and then pray it, give it to him, and have hope. Know he's got you. Well, before I head out for some porch time, I want to share something from the weekend. This weekend, I spoke at one of the local churches, which if you want to see a little snippet or a clip, you can click here and check out a little video from that. And also, if you want to get access to some of my talks, I'm going to put the link in here for SoundCloud where some of my sermons are. Actually, I'm going to have, over the next years, I'm going to put up the whole library that I've got from the last more than a decade of speaking at the church that Lori and I planted. But anyways, so yesterday and this morning I've been looking at them again, but yesterday Lori handed me these. These are the notes from Anna and Lydia, because they decided to stay in the service with me and take notes on what I preached on. And so those were Lydia's notes, and here's Anna's notes. They took notes on the sermon, on the talk. They really got the concepts. And then what was really cool, I'm not sure if we can pull a picture in here in a second or whatever, but they came up and helped me pray for people. So you see them all the time praying for folks in public now, but it was so cool to have all these people come up from this church, and it's a precious church. So many folks came forward. A lot of the church came forward. And Anna and Lydia just praying for people to have boldness to bless people and pray for them in our community. And so anyway, this does a Poppy's heart good. These are the notes they took from my sermon, and they got the concepts, and they were in the story. So it was so cool to have them share part of their story and then turn around and pray for people. So anyway, hey, this is just fun. I never thought it would get this fun doing this kind of thing, and it's the kind of stuff that makes Dad's heart just like shoot through the roof and swell up. So anyways, I just want to share that with you this morning before I hit the porch. Let's go hit the porch.